Hey girl, hey, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today you are in for a treat. We're having a candid moment and we are just going to chit chat while I actually get ready for a date with my husband. It's been a while since we've gone on a date and I wanted to just get really cutesy, put on a little bit of makeup, slick my hair back and go out with my man. So in the process of that, we are just unpacking so much, from reflecting on 2024, from my highs and my lows to what's in store for 2025 and so much more. I cannot wait to just talk to you guys and just get some things off of my chest. You guys are such a help to me in a form of therapy in some ways, and I feel like this video is exactly that. So if you are interested, then make sure to keep on watching. In the video, you guys are going to see me put on this beautiful lip combo that I have on right now, and that is all thanks to our sponsor Wonderskin, who so kindly is sponsoring today's Get Ready With Me. You guys know I have talked about Wonderskin many times. I love their products, especially when it comes to their lip products. So I want to show you guys a couple of the stains that I got in from them, as well as one of their 360 contour liners and their Wonderskin gloss, which is so amazing and just gave me this beautiful completed look. The Wonder Blading lip stains allow you to say goodbye to constant touch-ups because these masks are meant to last. These innovative masks apply so easily and once set deliver such a rich and beautiful color that you do not have to touch up throughout the entire night. And with us going on a date night, it's important that I just focus and be present in the moment and not worry about if my lipstick is all up on my cheek. So I actually got in two shades. This one is Hush and this one is Charming. I actually went ahead and used Charming, which is my favorite. It's this beautiful pinky mauve. These apply with like the super dark purple color, but do not be deceived because once they set and you wipe them off, they just have the most beautiful colors. And when I want to define and contour my lip, the 360 contour lip liner is my go-to from Wonderskin. These are so creamy, they apply so nice. I got in the color Nutmeg, which I feel like is the perfect color for those colder, darker seasons. It just delivers a very like moody look. It's definitely not my everyday color, but I do love it when I want to add a little bit extra to my makeup routine. And you guys know I am a lip gloss girl. I'm a lip gloss connoisseur. I have probably every lip gloss out there, and I really love the formula of this one. Really nice and shiny, but not too sticky, and that's always something I'm going to be looking for in a lip gloss because some lip glosses can come off very sticky, which we don't like that. But the Wonder Blading Top Gloss is the perfect finish to a beautiful lip combo from Wonderskin. So if you are ready to transform your lip routine, then make sure to click the links in my description to shop these must-have. Once you try these out, they're going to be part of your everyday makeup look. Unleash your most confident and beautiful self with Wonderskin today. Head to the link in my description and utilize my coupon code for a discount. Thank you so much, Wonderskin, for sponsoring this Get Ready With Me. I feel like it has been so long. We have so much to talk about. Like I told you guys in the intro, we are getting ready for a little date. Javon and I are going bowling. We usually do like dinner dates, but I felt like let's do something fun. So we're going bowling. So we're gonna do like a cute, elevated, everyday makeup look, and I am just going to yap. This is a yap session. I need to talk to my girls. I feel like with the vlogs, it's so fun because you guys catch me in like my day-to-day activities, but I just need to sit down. I literally have written out all the things we just need to debrief. This is a debrief session. So I'm gonna go in with some primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas, one of my favorite primers whenever I do wear primer. Can we just do a 2024 recap? Like, girl, first of all, I feel like this year has gone by so fast, probably because so many things were happening. Like, I had Ezra last November, and the first like 3 months of 2024 were just consumed with like newbornhood, adjusting to having 2 under 2. So like I wasn't really present or in the moment. I was kind of in like survival mode, just trying to like get to the next day. But after that, I just feel like things just started to fly. We launched Mavon in, I think it was February. So after that, business-wise, things just skyrocketed. I feel like even my channel and me being on all my socials, I've just been very consistent this year. So it's just definitely come with a lot of like work and grinding. And I feel like because I've been so occupied every single day, the year has just flown by. Like, how are we about to be in 2025? That sounds insane. If I sound a little weird, it's because I am still a bit congested. I got sick this weekend, so I'm trying to get over it. The Lord is good though. He healed me in like 2 days, but I'm just left with a little bit of congestion. I am gonna do a little bit of BB cream on today. This is my Kosas BB Burst. Anytime I want to jazz it up and not just do concealer, I'm always going to go in with this. But yeah, 2025 is around the corner, girl, and we just need to talk about everything that happened this year, how I'm feeling, because I don't know, I just really feel like I need to just get some things off of my chest. Before we get into me, let's start with the kids because they're growing up so fast. It is the craziest thing ever to literally watch your kids just grow. And it's not like they're going from, well, at least Genesis, it's not like she's going from like 3 months to 4 months or 4 months to 5 months. Like, no, this girl's going from like a baby to a little girl. And I can't, y'all. Yesterday she had on this little ballet outfit and was just running around the house, or it wasn't a ballet outfit, it was a little butterfly outfit, but it looked like a ballet outfit. And she was just running around the house laughing and giggling and just being a little girl. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I don't have a baby girl anymore, like I have a little girl. That's just crazy. Like, we're not gonna get emotional on this little chit chat, but it is insane. I always like to just buff this out with my fingers. I feel like that's the most natural finish for BB creams. I do like Kosas because it is like skincare and makeup, so I love it for just that natural little elevated canvas. But we are gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. You guys know Huda is gonna get it done for me. Don't ask why my makeup's so dirty, just it's a safe space here. And then Ezra, on the other hand, this dude literally woke up yesterday and he was like, oh, I know how to walk. And he started running through the kitchen. I was like, dude, you just learned how to walk. Like, how are you already trying to run? So all that goes to say, the kids are growing. Life is crazy. Jenna's getting enrolled in ballet in January. I know I've been saying this, but we're actually potty training her this weekend because in order for her to go into ballet, she has to be fully potty trained. So the kids are just growing. And I feel like 2025 is gonna be another year where things are just going to happen. Like, God is just pouring out so many opportunities, so many blessings. And yes, blessings are amazing. Hear me, they are a gift. I love everything that God is doing in a season, but it also comes with like a lot of work and we're gonna get into that. As far as me personally, I've been feeling good, but I've also been feeling just a little bit burnt out, y'all. Like, I have been on social media for 7 years, and I would say like 5 of which were full-time. So full-time meaning it was my sole job, my sole source of income. And you guys know me, I am a consistent girl, so I have literally been posting at least once a week on YouTube for the past 5 years. Now, given I did take 1 month off for each of my kids, so technically I've only taken 2 full months off of work in 5 years. That's insane. And it just, honestly, for me, yes, I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, all the things, but that also can be my weakness sometimes because I am very productive and I do like to work and I do like to grind, and sometimes I don't consider like my capacity when it comes to just like how I'm feeling, whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually, and I'm just constantly on go mode. And the Lord has definitely been working on me the past couple of weeks. We're gonna go in with some bronzer. This is my favorite cream bronzer. It's from Worthy We Cosmetics and it is in the color Crush on You. So I want to be a little bit more bronzy just because you guys know my color be fading. I ain't got a lot to hold on to, so we need to definitely judge it up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer, then I'll put some powder over it to kind of mattify, but this is what the color looks like. I feel like it's the perfect bronze for me. But yeah, I can definitely say that God has been working on that with me. Just my ability to rest in Him, not resting in my gifts, not resting in work, not resting in ambition, but truly resting in Him, which has led me to this point where your girl is going on a social media sabbatical. And something is in the air, y'all, because I've been thinking about this for 2 months now. 2 of my favorite podcasters, so Megan Ashley and the Perrys, literally just came out and said that they're going on a social media sabbatical. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. Like, everybody is feeling this. And at our company Mavon, we also work alongside a lot of Christian creators, and a couple of our creators have brought that up too. They're like, listen, I'm going on a sabbatical, I need to rest, like God is just leading me to rest. And I feel them because I'm feeling that exact same way. Consuming content is such an easy thing to do, but like what goes into that content is not really talked about. Like that constant pouring out of self, even during times when you're empty, like you're just pouring and pouring and pouring. And I don't feel like that's healthy for anybody in any capacity. So if you've been feeling like this pulling to rest, specifically when it comes to like social media, listen to that voice, because what is so good about God is He sees things even before we can see them. And some things that we rest in and we think think are good and we think are great, they may be great, but we have now used that thing as a crutch instead of leaning on God. So he just wants your soul to be redirected back to him, and that is definitely something he's been showing me these past couple months. So your girl is gonna be peacing out on y'all for the whole month of January. So I'm not gonna be talking to y'all or seeing y'all in January, which is kind of like bittersweet, but just know it is for the best, y'all. I'm going to really just be soaking with God and getting involved in my local church, okay? Because you just don't want to rest alone. Like, be refilled by a body of believers who can pour into you when you feel like you are empty. The Lord doesn't want you to do it on your own. He has not called us to be alone, but he has called us to be in community. So I'm going to be leaning on my community in the month of January. I'm going to be resting. I'm going to be getting refilled. So that way, when I really step into 2025 in February, I am just going to be the best that I possibly could be because I rested. Don't look at resting as a weakness. Sometimes it really is a sign of strength, and I have confidence in God to know that he's still going to provide even in the resting. I don't have to rely on my works and my doing for him to provide. He is sufficient, and if I'm leaning into him, everything is going to be okay, and it's a beautiful thing, y'all. But as far as 2024 as a whole, I feel like one of my main goals this year was to get myself together when it came to my fitness journey. Your girl has lost 66 pounds. Right before this video, I was watching one of my old videos from, I think it was January. It almost makes me a little bit upset at myself because I look at who I am now, and it's transparently so hard some days for me to see a difference of who I am today opposed to who I was like at the beginning of the year. But then I go back and I look at videos and I'm like, Maya, look what you have done. Like, look, this is the fruit. I was looking at like my face, just my body in general, and how much, you know, I have just slimmed down, and I'm like, girl, you did that. Like, stop knocking yourself. Stop telling yourself that it's not enough. Like, it is enough. You've literally done everything that I'm talking to myself. Like, you've done everything that you possibly could. Some things just take time, and I don't know who needs to hear that. Like, you want it all to be finished tomorrow. Some things literally take time, and you just have to be patient enough to walk through that journey. Like, who I am at the end of next year is going to be completely different from who I am now, and that is only because of time. I am very proud of myself for how much I have grown when it comes to like my physical fitness and just accomplishing a lot of my fitness goals this year. And of course, I have more goals, and that's amazing. I'm also very, very proud of how much I have grown this year, not only in my body, but also my mind and just what I've been able to overcome. We can't cry on the Get Ready with Me because it's just entirely too much. Not after the concealer. Like, please, girl, get it together. Yes, y'all, it is a lot, just because like I have always been a fit girl. Like, even in high school, I was a track athlete, and going from that to looking at myself and literally not even recognizing myself, it was like the hardest thing I have ever gone through, transparently. So to be on the up and up feels amazing, and I just need to continue to be patient with myself and love myself for where I am, and not this like fake fantasy version of myself. I'm going to go over that cream with this bronzer from YSL. It's in the color All Hours. It's a really pretty bronzer. I honestly use it a lot during summer, but I just use a little bit, and it just helps to add a little more warmth to my face. But I am excited for this date though. Like I said, me and Javon usually just go to dinner, but I was like, let's go bowling. And transparently, I don't really know how to bowl like that, girl, but I'm just there for the vibes. Like, yes, like let's get out the house, y'all. We got a babysitter now. If you know, you know, okay? Because our kids do go to daycare, but we don't have a babysitter, so we've never really been able to do like date nights at night. We always do date days because the kids are at school. But now that we have a babysitter, we've made it a point that at least 2 times a month, like, we get out and we have an actual date night. But speaking of date nights and having more support and all of the things, we are so excited for 2025 just because of the move. I've talked about it a lot, I've hinted at it a little bit, but like, we are so for real about moving back home, and we honestly have no idea all of the details. We just know that God is going to make a way. We've been talking to realtors, we've been talking to builders, potentially hinting at building a home. Like, we just don't know. There's so many options for us, and even if we don't build or buy within the first year, we're also okay with just renting. Like, I've never lived in Ohio. And I know when you hear Ohio, you think of crazy things, but trust me, if you've been to Columbus, Ohio, it's actually really nice. And that is my speed. Like, I'm not really a city girl. If y'all have been following me for a while, y'all know I grew up in the country with the cows and the horses. And Columbus is not even country in that aspect. Like, there's not the cows, the horses. Yes, there are some parts, but in general, like, Ohio is just very, very nice. Like the New Albany area, Gahanna, like that area is my speed, my vibe. Like around Easton, it's just the perfect mix of like suburbs, kind of slower pace of life, but also like not desolate and in the middle of nowhere. So for us and our family, that's just what works, on top of the fact that we're going to be around all of our family, which is most important to us. I'm gonna go ahead and try this YSL. It's in the color, let's see, 66. Now you have to use a small amount of this because it looks crazy, right? You're like, this is a little bit bright, but trust me on this. And trust the whole look, okay? We gotta slick the hair. We gotta do a little ponytail. Like there's layers and there's levels to this Get Ready With Me. So yeah, Ohio is definitely in the books for next year, probably around end of summer. So if you guys watch my vlogs, we're definitely going to be doing the entire house process together, whether we decide to build, whether we decide to buy, or whether we just decide to rent for those first couple years. You guys are going to go through that with us because we ain't got no idea. Now, obviously, there are benefits to all of them. Like if we were to build, it would be our dream house. My only apprehension with building is like, I've never lived in Columbus. So yes, I'm familiar with the areas just because we visit all the time, but as far as living, I don't know. Like I feel like I want to be there for a couple of years to experience a new state and then decide like, okay, I really like this area, like let's decide to build a house here. But then also, if we find our perfect dream house and it's already built, it's like, well, maybe we should just buy that house and, you know, hope it all works out for us. And then the logical part of me is like, why don't we just rent for a year or two, really figure out what we want, whether it comes to building a house or buying a house, and then just do it when we've already like established ourselves in Ohio for a couple of years. All of these options, y'all, and I don't know, I have no idea. If we do choose the building route, obviously we're gonna have to start within the next like month or two. So something that we will definitely be praying on. Pray for me if you love me and if you pray to Jesus, because I don't need no other prayers. Please. And I was almost like apprehensive of even sharing this just because like I'm somebody who likes to pop up with the finished product. I don't really like to speak things out until they're done for a lot of reasons, but I felt like with this, it was right to talk about it because it is such a big thing and I know a lot of people are experiencing it in itself. So just home ownership as like a Gen Z, or what that looks like and the whole process, I know that's foreign to a lot of us. So that's really why I want to bring you guys along this journey, because I wish somebody would have did that with me. Girl, I'll be listening to podcasts. I didn't have nobody to bring me through this. I will say the market is crazy right now. So that's another reason why we've kind of been a little bit apprehensive as far as like purchasing right now, especially when we don't know if we're absolutely gonna love that like area. So I don't know. We honestly just came up with the whole like possibly renting thing this morning. Like we were set on building yesterday and then we were set on buying a week ago. So it's changing a lot and I'm just trusting God with it. Like one thing, and I can't explain it, it's just so deep in my spirit, like he is going to provide, and he's gonna provide in the most beautiful way. It may not be on our timeline, but 5 years from now, I know I'm gonna be looking back and be like, God, I am so thankful that you moved this puzzle piece, that you did this, that you placed us with these people, that you put our name in this room. Like he is just so sovereign, and I'm just going to trust him and not try to figure this out all on my own, because I know if I do that, it's gonna be a catastrophe. So after I do my base is when I like to set with a powder. I like to do my liquid blush and my powder blush before I go in with the setting powder. I feel like it just gives a more finished look at the end. So let me go ahead and do that. You guys saw that I took out my braids. I actually did this on the car ride home from Ohio after Thanksgiving, which literally took me 6 hours. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the car for 8 hours. Like it's only gonna take me a couple hours. No, those braids, girl, they didn't want to come out. It was so just meticulous, taking out every little thing with the boho. I was so over it. I'm like, I am taking a break from braids. Okay, braids have seen me enough. I have seen braids enough. I'm tired of the braids. So I'm getting a sew in tomorrow, and I can't wait because I'm tired of this life, y'all. You guys see how that just made like everything look just a little bit more finished and matte, and yeah, It looks really, really cute. So we're gonna keep on layering. Now at this point, you can add a little bit more blush to make it pop a little bit. I think that is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I already did my eyebrows, but I wanna touch them up just a little bit. I actually have a really bad habit of looking in my viewfinder. I'm so used to looking in my viewfinder that I don't look into my lens. I'm gonna start looking into my lens, so I apologize for the wavering eyes. When I smile, I'm just gonna pop a little bit more on. I also just wanna give a shout out to y'all because I've really been in my feels, honestly, the past couple days, just reading comments and just thinking about you guys. A lot of you guys have been with me through this entire journey, like ever since I started up until now, and that is like sisterhood, y'all. That is sisterhood. It's not something I take for granted. It's not something I take lightly. Like, y'all are my sisters, and even the ones who are just coming along, you guys, you girls are my sisters, and I'm so appreciative of y'all. And I don't know, I just can't wait to continue to grow with y'all and just the everyday things, you know. I think that's what makes our relationship so special, is it's not like this huge gimmick and all of these things. Like, it is a genuine relationship that we have with each other, and I think that is just so amazing and definitely a blessing. I am gonna go ahead and pop my little, because I feel like this is getting covered a little bit, I am gonna go in and just boom, boom, boom. And then as far as brows, we're going to, I don't know why, do y'all see how my forehead does this sometimes? Like when I talk, I just started to notice that in some of my videos. I was like, what is that? It's like a nerve or something? I'm just using a little powder that I actually got from Benefit with this brush from Amazon, just for a really sharp brow look. I was into the fluffy brow look for a minute, but for me personally, I think a sharper brow just looks better. It looks just a little bit more clean for my face shape. So I'm definitely transitioning out of the fluffy brow, whole brow gel, brow sticking straight up in the air. Like, that looks good on some people, but for me, a clean cut brow is just going to do it. I've been getting a lot of questions about the lashes. So I told you guys probably like 4 months ago that I started my lash growth journey, and I was using this lash serum from Nurex. Still use it to this day, y'all. And when I put on this mascara, you're gonna see the tea, because I had no lashes. I was a false lash girl, lash extensions, all the things, lash clusters, you name it, and it destroyed my lashes. So I decided to just cut it all out like 4 months ago and just grow up my natural lashes, because I naturally have pretty long lashes, and y'all gonna see. But for my mascara, I'm going in with this Tarte one. It's actually a tubing mascara, which you guys recommended. It's called the Tartelette, I think. Tartelette, you got it, you know. And tubing mascara basically means that it comes off super easy with water, which I love, because I felt like with other mascaras, it was such a fight to get off of my lashes that I felt like I was damaging it just like I would with like lash extensions or clusters. So let me go ahead and pop on some mascara. Okay, this is the first round. I'm gonna let this dry completely and then just top it off. But I'm gonna show you a hack to really get your eyes just to be bold, kind of like how they would if you were to have on like lash clusters. I know we already talked about Wonderskin, but all of their products are tea, especially when it comes to their liners. So I love just this traditional black basic eyeliner. It's so good, it's so creamy, and it's so bold and just makes your waterline look snatched. So I'm actually going to do my top line, and it's just gonna really add a little bit more depth to my overall like eye look. I've got to get close to my mirror, so give me 1 second. Okay, so just bold, snatched together. I feel like the eyeliner just completes this look. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of highlighter, do my lip combo, set it, and then I think we're good. I feel like I went a little bit lighter on this look, but I'm not too mad at it. I've been loving this little cookie highlighter from Benefit. She's cute. Just pop her on, gets it done. And church was so good, and I talked about it a little bit in my recent vlog. I don't know if it would have come out by now, but if it hasn't, it will soon. Just about how the enemy can be so crafty in the way that he just changes our perspective on things. Like, you may be truly blessed in a situation, but like the spirit of comparison, the spirit of envy, the spirit of lack has just attached itself to you, so you can't even see a situation for what it is. You're always always looking at what you don't have, what God hasn't done, instead of all of the amazing blessings that he has poured into your life. And transparently, I feel like the more I've been on social media, that's been something I've been struggling with. It's just comparison. And comparison is the thief of joy. And the Bible says that for a reason. It's because it literally steals any ounce of joy you could possibly have had. So that's another thing on this fast that I'm really going to be intentional about, is just looking at my life for what it is, a blessing. And if you were to tell me even 5-6 years ago that my life would be what it was, I wouldn't have believed you. So that in itself is proof that God has done a thing. And sometimes we are so concerned with what he hasn't done that we're just forgetting all of the answered prayers that we're already standing in. So before we enter 2025, like, my just challenge for you is write down all of the answered prayers God has come through on this year. Like, just this year. And I guarantee you, when you really sit with like all of that you're going to be so much more grateful, and you're not going to be looking at what you don't have. Instead, you're going to be praising God for what he has already done. I'm also talking to myself, sis. When it comes to my lip combo, you already know what it is. I got the Wonderskin trio. So we've got the Wonder Blading Top Gloss, 360 Contour Lip Liner, and the Wonder Blading Lip Stain Mask. So usually how I do this is I'll do the mask first, obviously, then I'll line my lips and then top it off with the gloss. Okay, so I just got in the shade Hush, which is so cute, and I'm gonna swatch this for you, but I think for my lip combo today, I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Charming, which is another lip mask. And I wanna use Charming because I feel like it's gonna go so nice with this lip liner shade Nutmeg. Like, these two just give me the vibes, you know, like that fall moody date night situation. But all of their lip stains are so nice, y'all. The colors are always bomb. So this is Hush. We're gonna go ahead and swatch this. So they always come on with this like bluish tint, but that's just the tint, okay? You gotta wipe it away. So we're gonna let this dry. Also want to pop on the color Charming right next to it, just so you guys can see the difference. Okay, so once it is matte like this, you want to rub it off with a damp, lightly damp cloth. So let's see, which one did we do? So this one is Hush, I believe. So we'll do Hush first. So pretty. And then we have Charming over here. So Hush is definitely more of a brown tone. Charming is more of that like pinkish mauve, which I always lean towards. So I am gonna do Charming today. The stain is on. Yes, I do look a little bit crazy, but in a couple minutes it's going to be giving. So let's wait a couple minutes, let this dry down, and then we will wipe it off. Let's wipe this off. So pretty. And the best thing about stains is you don't have to worry about reapplying throughout the night. Like, once it's on, it's on. So this is so pretty. Just a nice little like little razzle dazzle. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the lip liner just to clean it all up. This is in the shade Nutmeg, like I said. Their gloss is so nice, and you guys know I am a lip gloss girl. It's definitely different from my everyday lip, but I feel like it's that little extra judge for a date night, so I love it. I think it's really pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and set. Whew. All right, it's time to do this hair, y'all, and what we've got to work with is some braiding hair. So we're gonna do a slick back braid. This was my go-to back in the day. It'll get you through them in between hairstyles, okay? Get you a little pack of braiding hair, and I'm about to show y'all how to do it. Back to my hair tutorial days. So you really want a hair tie that's not colored, but listen, I'm working with my daughter's hair tie, so it is what it is. You're gonna go ahead and loop this up like so, like that. You can take off this little foil. When I say this hairstyle will get you through the times, it's quick, it's easy, it's cheap, and it is reliable. If you do it right, it's gonna get you through. The good thing about my hair, just in general, it's so fine that it's so easy to slick back. So y'all be like, how you get your hair slicked back? I barely got no hair to work with, so it's really not, it's really not that hard. I'm gonna go ahead and wet my hair. It's important to have damp hair when doing this style, just because it will help your hair to slick much more. Then I'm gonna go in with some gel. You can use whatever gel you want. This is the Main. It's biotin infused. It's nice. I mean, I use it on me and Jenna's hair, so it is very like, whatever this word is. It's got a lot of that to it. We'll go ahead and just put this on there. The key is to get it slick. Like, in order for you to have a nice looking slick back, you need it to be slick. I always like to pull some curls just because my hair will get so slick that it look like I ain't got no hair. So you kind of just gotta let them know I do have a curl or two. It's just slicked back. And then you just take your brush and you slick it back. Like, it's very easy, girl. Girl, speaking of 2025, one of my regrets of 2024 is getting tape ends, because when I say the damage it did to my hair, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the month of looking cute. Like, it really was not. I will never in my life get tape ends again. And so I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to see what a sewing is talking about, because the tape ends just cannot be a thing, y'all. As much as people want to advertise it as, oh, it's not a no, you're putting tape in between your hair. Of course it's not gonna work out for you. I don't know why I ever thought otherwise. It's important to enforce the double slick. So the double slick is now you go in with your edge control, and this is just like the cleanup. So you're gonna clean it up here, make this line real clean, real straight, and this is what's really gonna give that super like finished look. The good thing is we're going bowling, so it's not like I need to be dressed to the nines, because I'd have been mad if I had to do this little slick back if we was really going somewhere super cute. But we're going bowling, so it is what it is. And you just gotta slick. The word of the day is slick. Okay, spend time slicking it down, especially when you get like here. You want this line to be real straight, and then hit them with a little side. Girl, I've been watching this show called Later Daters. It's honestly the perfect show for me, because I love reality TV, but the Lord has convicted me on so many shows where I was like, Lord, will I ever be able to watch reality TV? But I feel like this one is good because it's still giving me like the dating scene, which I love. Like, I just love to watch like relationships unfold on reality TV, but it's not raunchy, it's not none of that. Like, it's not like what's it called, Island. Like, no, because it's Later Daters. Like, they're not playing around. Like, they're not out here trying to find just the one night fun stand. Like, they're trying to find their man, they're trying to find their wife, they're trying to find their husband. Like, it's a really good show. Is it really? Probably not. Like, I mean, I don't know, I like it. Some people, like my father-in-law, was like, that show is not it, but I liked it. I thought it was cute. Okay, we're slick. All right, now that we have the pony, you're gonna go ahead and attach this onto your ponytail in the back. Like, literally just, let me turn around for y'all. Twist it on like so, like that, right? So you got your pony right here. We're gonna start the braiding, but you always gotta take out a little piece to wrap around. So take out a nice size piece, about this much, and I always just like to tuck it. So now, just like with any braid, you're gonna just section your hair into 3 equal parts and braid down. You can't braid down all at the same angle. What I mean is, like, you can't braid from this angle. So you're gonna have to switch it to a side and just continue braiding from that one side, or else it's going to like change up your braiding pattern midway if you switch. So just start on one side. I hope that made sense. Do your best to tuck your hair as you're braiding. So like, you can see none of my hair is on the top, it's on the bottom. It's also good to do this if you have like your hair to a blow dried texture, because that's kind of what the braiding hair is. But if you want to do it with your hair damp or wet, just try to braid with your hair under, and then just braid all the way to the end. Braiding hair usually does not unravel, so as long as you braid it down super duper small like this, then you'll be good. And then you're gonna take this extra hair, wrap it around that pony, and you literally just keep wrapping it around until there's no more left, and just tuck it in there. You can add a bobby pin, but my hair is not gonna unravel, so it's fine. So y'all can see from the side, everything is slicked. This was like my literal go-to hairstyle in high school, so it always just brings back memories, child, whenever I do my hair like this. And I feel like because everything is so dark, it kind of tied in the more darker mauve lip situation. Like, this is cute. I like this look. All right, y'all. After about an hour and a half, we are finally done. And I actually love how this look turned out. I feel like it's simple, but it's also elevated with like the lip, the dark hair, the braid, the slick back. Like, it's just a sleek look. So I'm very happy with how everything turned out. And most importantly, it was so nice to just talk to y'all and just have a candid moment and just let y'all in on certain things. And y'all just be praying for me while I'm on this fast. I am gonna be continuing until the end of December, but like I said, in January, we're just gonna take a very well-needed break. So please, if you love me, just send a prayer up for me that I just be renewed at the end of this fast. I know it's gonna be an absolutely amazing year. So I'm praying for y'all during this holiday season that you just be intentional, spend time with family, love on each other, and just take a step away from all the craziness of life, whether it be work or just being consumed in certain things that are honestly just pointless. Just be present, be grateful, be grounded, because there are so many blessings that just go over our head if we don't take a second to really appreciate them. So that's my little encouragement for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Send it to a friend so we can continue to grow the family. We are almost at 600,000 subscribers, y'all, so hopefully by the end of the year we can get there and just continue to add more to the family. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see y'all next video. Bye.